ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my 2023 Call of Duty settings as requested. So stay tuned and hope you find this video valuable. Alright, now this is the HUD that I work with for a 4-finger HUD. I find it very helpful, very easy to use. So if you're struggling to have a proper HUD, I recommend you try this one if you're on 4 fingers. Now, with the actual sizes of the buttons, I'll go ahead and quickly click on each one. Pause the video if you'd like to see the exact, sizes for each button. If not, you can just skip ahead to the next basic settings. Alright, now you want to make sure you have your aim assist on. Obviously, this is going to give you more aim assist, makes your aim sharper. A quick run from prone, so instead of pressing more buttons in order to start running if you're from prone, you just quickly get up and just start running. It's as simple as it sounds. Okay, fixed right fire button, fixed virtual joystick. Those are just, it makes the mechanics of the HUD a lot simpler. So I have those on. I don't use the prone button personally. Some people do, so that's something you have to decide for yourself whether you want to use it or not. I just like the regular proning from the crouch button. You want to make sure you have a couple of things. These are really important, so listen closely. You want to have your split throw button on, because this way it'll split your grenade and your concussion or whatever tactical you have, and it makes it a lot easier to choose instead of having to manually flip it if you don't have the setting on. Number 2, you want to have the one tap weapon switch button on. And the reason why is very similar. It makes it a lot easier to switch your weapons instead of primary weapon or the secondary weapon every single time back and forth. You just press this, pop, it does it for you in a lot simpler fashion and a lot less space being taken up. Now you want to have enable left-hand tactical on. This will help you throw your smokes, concussions, flashes a lot quicker. Versus if you had it off, you would have to hold it first and then throw it. Make sure you have the enemy tactical scope flash on. This is for snipers so that whenever they are in your line of sight, you can see the sniper flash. This is gonna be very helpful, make it easier to spot them and finesse out of the way, you know what I'm saying? Another thing you wanna have on is perspective teammate. Basically being able to see them through the walls, because when you are able to see them through the walls, you have more information on what they're doing and how they're moving. So then you can either pick up a position that's something other than they're doing, or you can go and help them. Now make sure you also have teammates marker enabled. This takes out the guesswork as to who's dying on your team or who's getting a kill on your team in whatever position they are, because each individual player is numbered. This is especially useful if you're on a scrim team, but can also come in handy in ranked just by reading the teammate's number rather. Next up, we got the damage number checked on. Very important, you gotta have this on. Some people I've talked to, they're like, oh, I'm not used to it, it gets in my way, I don't like it. I'm telling you, having that additional information of how much damage has been done to an opponent is very helpful, because every gun deals different damages at different ranges through different material if you're wall banging. So this just gives you the precision, and if you're in a scrim or with your friends, calling out that exact call out will be much more beneficial for you and them, along with your own gunfights, whether you're ranking solo or whether you're focused on your own gameplay. It's gonna help you because you're more precise essentially. Now I have hybrid ADS on. I don't really use it, I just had it from a while ago, but I also have always sprint to 55. I don't have it too high because I want to be able to walk very comfortably when I need to. Now my camera FOV is 65. If I was on iPad or something else, it'd be higher, maybe 75, 80, 90, yeah, who knows. I'm not on iPad, so can't say. My gun FOV is 50 as well. Objective markers, that's personal preference. I have them lower on very small opacity. This way I can, just doesn't get in the way. I can just see enough, but not where it's blocking my view. Now for the map, this is a really important setting. Make sure you have it similar to this, where you can see the biggest scope of the map, along with the buttons, when I say buttons, I just mean the arrows of yourself, your teammates, the red dots, big enough so you can see them. This way you have as much information as you possibly can, and you can then adjust your positioning or whatever accordingly, and you're not caught off guard. Now, another thing you want to make sure you have turned off is callouts. If you have it on, it just extra space that's unnecessary and gets in your way. When you have it off, basically that's just not in your way. You have more space and vision to see what's going on in the map. Now moving on to graphics and audio. These are my graphic settings. I changed it to low. When you have it on low, you're just able to see in certain places a lot more clear. It gives you a lot more visibility. So I recommend low. Medium has the only advantage of being able to see through car windows, but aside from that, there's no other advantage. Now with the audio settings, I haven't changed these. You want the UI volume to be about 20, give or take. Something where it's hearable, but not overpowering where it's at 100. Now ambient you need to have at 0. That's just the background noise that makes the game seem more realistic. But if you're trying to hear footsteps and things of that nature, maybe gunshots, it just gets in your way, clouds your ear sets, or earbuds, headphones, that's what I mean. And you wanna have that on 0. My effects, I recommend, this is just personal preference, something smaller like a tactical flare or scientific ring. If you don't care, you're like me, you just wanna have a visually appealing sight, you can use electric flash. Make sure you turn off the hit effect zoom and the explosion shake because those just are unnecessary features that kind of get in your way. Just keep it simple. Get hit tint, same thing, personal preference. Now with the settings, here's something that you can take inspiration from, but if you have your own setting, keep it. You don't want to confuse yourself. So I'm just gonna scroll through. You can pause it if you want to copy it or if you just want to see it. And yeah, my camera and my firing sensitivity are the same. One thing I would recommend, whatever sensitivity you have, whether it's mine or your own, I recommend you have the same camera sensitivity as the same firing sensitivity. What this does is it just creates a consistency whenever you're taking gunfights, because obviously when you're shooting your gun, if your firing sensitivity is different than your camera sensitivity, it may slightly throw you off and it's just not as consistent. And when you have the right settings, you can then produce the right results. So that's all I have for you in this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a thumbs up. Make sure you join my Discord. This is important. I am building a community and I'm nurturing it. I want to do things more personal with you guys. So join that Discord community and we got some stuff planned as well. We'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about as time progresses. It'll be fun. One more thing, if you're interested in pre-ordering my Codm course, link is in the description, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.